Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Knights NRLW player Caitlin Moran is facing a one-match suspension and fine over a social media post about the Queen's death. The NRL Integrity Unit launched an investigation after the 25-year-old made the post last Friday. Moran would miss this Sunday's Round 5 match against the Dragons. She's also been fined 25% of her salary, which has been suspended for 12 months, but payable immediately should the code of conduct be further breached. Moran would also complete training about her responsibilities as a player and the appropriate use of social media. She has 5 days to respond to the breach notice. A Newcastle-born leading figure in Veterans Affairs is among a select group of everyday Australians chosen to attend the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. Greg Mellick is the national president of the RSL and a leading Army Reserve senior officer and a Crown Law officer now based in Tasmania. He's told Sky News it was an unexpected honour to be asked to attend Her Majesty's funeral on behalf of Australian veterans.
It's quite overwhelming. I wasn't expecting to be going. And we actually have an interesting connection with Her Majesty because in 1947 we sent her a wedding gift of a brooch. And we've since found several photographs of her wearing that brooch over many decades, and I think the last time about 2016. So there's that personal connection between us and Her Majesty as well.
The Environment Protection Authority says Delta Electricity has provided new information for the investigation into 2 fish kills in southern Lake Macquarie. EPA investigators inspected the Vales Point power station yesterday and secured equipment on the site. The authority has also requested a further report from Delta. Hundreds of dead fish washed ashore at Mannering Park in 2 separate incidents in August and early this month. The EPA's initial investigation suggests that the first incident was from natural causes related to the weather. Forestry Corporation firefighters across the Hunter have conducted pre-fire season training in preparation for summer. Fire rosters have been put in place as part of the training to prepare for conditions like rising temperatures and worsening winds. Forestry Corporation Protection Supervisor Mick Wilson says training helps crews get back up to speed.
A lot of our forests interact very closely with communities. So, for example, where we held our pre-season fire day in Coopernook, you don't have to go very far, like less than 1 kilometre in any one direction. You've got farms and houses. So we're not really there just to protect our forest, but we're very much there to protect the communities.
Western Suburbs Rugby League Club has been slapped with a fine of more than $45,000 for repairs to Ford Oval. It comes after people attending junior grand finals on Saturday, September 3, parked their vehicles on adjacent parkland in contravention of signage, with tyres ripping up the ground following several days of wet weather. The fine follows 2 previous breaches of licence conditions this year by the West's Juniors Club. Council says it would discount the fine to $25,000 if it's paid in full within 30 days. A new clinical trial is being brought to the Hunter, which looks at testing the effectiveness of so-called compressed treatments for prostate cancer patients. The Ninja trial focuses on making shorter schedules of radiation therapy available to more individuals, especially those in regional communities. Professor Jared Martin from Genesis Care at Maitland says he believes the trial will have a positive effect for future cancer care.
The benefits of these trials are really just making sure that men have options, because the standard way of treating any cancer is really defined by research that was done in the past, and there's always room for improvement. So we really want to have a culture where men have access to the latest novel, promising therapies everywhere.
2NURFM Sport.
The Lambton Jaffers are set to roll the dice with injured left back Luke Remington for their elimination clash with Olympic on Saturday. Remington was sidelined with a hamstring injury for his side's 2-1 loss to Broadmeadow, which saw right back Matt Hull injured and substitute Bren Hemmel red-carded. Jaffers coach Shane Price says he believes Remington will be ready for the tough challenge against an in-form Olympic. Jets chairman Shane Matisky says talks with potential new owners of the club are still ongoing. Matisky says a number of parties have expressed their interest in purchasing ownership of the club, but says nothing has been finalised yet. An American consortium, led by European investor Jordan Gardner, is reportedly in the lead for the takeover, with other potential bidders closing in. And Knights NRLW prop Caitlin Johnston has been awarded the inaugural peer-voted Sky Blues Award after her State of Origin debut earlier this year. That's sport. I'm Bella Middleton.
And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 11, 13, 14, 16, 28, 33 and 37, and the supplementaries are 10, 29 and 31. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.